In the race for North Dakota Governor, Congressman Kelly Armstrong and Lieutenant Governor Tammy Miller are both looking for the GOP nomination this June.
Tonight, the two faced off in their first debate of this election cycle with Prairie Public Media. And despite their so far fairly negative campaigns against each other, they agreed on most topics.
Valley News team Zachary Wyand has details.
Election season in North Dakota is heating up, with the primary election less than 50 days away. One of the most contentious races is the governor's race, with two high-profile officials looking to represent Republicans on the November ballot. Lieutenant Governor Tammy Miller and Representative Kelly Armstrong took part in a televised debate Tuesday night, looking to sway voters to their side.
Our state has really prospered under governors who have extensive private sector business experience.
North Dakota has a ton of opportunities and a ton of challenges facing us, and I'm really excited to get back home and fight for the future of our great state.
Throughout the debate, the two were mostly in agreement. Both agreed that lawmakers last session did well on social issues.
I think we won the culture wars during the last legislative session. We made some really big and important decisions on important topics.
But where the two disagreed was what to do with the legacy fund. Armstrong says that more transparency is needed to ensure that citizens in North Dakota know where their money is going.
The solution to making bad investments isn't to hide where those investments are being made. The solution is to open up to the American people and have as much transparency as possible. This is the 21st century. You shouldn't have to file an open records request to understand where North Dakota taxpayer dollars are invested.
Miller, on the other hand, thinks there is already enough transparency.
There is an online tool, and all of the meetings that we conduct at the state are open meetings. So citizens of North Dakota can tune into those meetings and learn everything they want about the Legacy Fund.
With the Tuesday debate now in the books, it's now up to June primary voters. Reporting in Fargo, Zachary Wyand, Valley News Live.
The winner of that June primary would go on to face presumably Democratic candidate Merrill Pepcorn in the November general election.